Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be all about how to grow your hair nice, healthy, long, voluminous, and I'm just going to share with you some of my tricks and tips that I've been doing for a really long time and that I would like to share with you. The main reason why I actually wanted to make this video was a couple months back. I went to this hair salon in New York City, and this isn't someone who I ever went to before, so it was a new hairstylist that I saw, and at the time my hair was really long, like the longest it's ever been, and I asked the lady to cut off about 3 inches. And one thing I do want to say is when you tell a hairstylist how many inches you want off, like, you better show them exactly where you want it to be cut off, or else the way you see 3 inches and the way that they see 3 inches might be completely off, because she ended up cutting off 5 to 6 inches of my hair. I'm not kidding. She really cut off 5 to 6 inches of my hair. Time will only bring back my hair, or, you know, make my hair grow longer. And now 4 months later, my hair has grown so long, and I'm not surprised that it grew this long. I'm going to show you how long it grew. So she cut my hair up to about here, right? So this length, and then from here to here, down here, is how much my hair grew out. So let's see, if I pull it down, it'll be like up to here. They say hair usually grows about ½ an inch every month, so within the past 4 months, my hair was really supposed to grow about 2 inches, but as you can see, it definitely grew more than 2 inches. It doubled that, and I'm gonna tell you what I do to make my hair not only grow long, but stay really healthy. So first things first, this is something that I've always done, and I know this might be hard for most people, but it's not to wash your hair every day, not even every other day. Try to not wash your hair as long as you can. So I know that sounds hard, and I'm not even gonna lie, it might be hard at first, but the more that you do it, the more you'll get used to it. So for instance, I wash my hair every 3 to 4 days. For me, sometimes it just depends on how lazy I am and also how, you know, oily my hair gets. My hair doesn't tend to get too oily, and maybe that's why I can last longer than most people without washing my hair. But for those of you whose hair does get oily often, I would suggest little by little trying to not wash your hair. So if you're someone who washes your hair every day, I would recommend try washing your hair every other day. So start off like that, and then once you get comfortable with that, then start every 2 days, and then if you can last, do every 3 days. So slowly but surely you'll be able to get used to it. And what you can do for styling your hair in case your hair does get oily is use dry shampoo. I personally don't need to use dry shampoo, but if my hair does get oily, I do use baby powder. So the reason why I tell you not to wash your hair every day or so often is because it truly does dry out your hair, especially the shampoos that are out there. There are so many chemicals. You need to really read their ingredients and do research to find out how much chemicals you're putting in your hair. You know, your hair is supposed to produce natural oils. You know, that's just humanly how it's supposed to be. So you're supposed to have oily hair. When you constantly wash it out and put all these chemicals in your hair, it's gonna dry and it's gonna thin. So for the long term, you definitely don't want that. And that brings me to my next point, which I know is hard, but try your best not to dye your hair or perm your hair or put any kind of chemicals in your hair, because trust me, even though you enjoy it now, you definitely don't want later in life to have to deal with hair issues and hair problems that may cost you a ton of money. But if you are someone who's already done it and now it's too late, and you know you already dyed your hair and you plan to dye your hair, it's okay, because you're not the only one. I've done plenty of damage to my hair. I've done perms in the past, straight perms, curly perms, Japanese perms, all that stuff. So I've had damaged hair, like to the point where my hair was crisp. And I don't know if you've ever seen crisp hair, but it's not healthy looking at all. It is very damaged hair, and it took quite a while for me to grow back my natural healthy hair. But at the same time, I did have to make some sacrifices in order to get there. Okay, so let's move on to the shampoo, conditioning part, and what products I use. So when it comes to buying shampoos and conditioners, I'm not too picky. I can use just about anything, whether it's drugstore or a little bit more high-end, because I know regardless of what I use, I always deep condition, or I put a hair mask on, I should say. Something that I've been doing for the past 2 years and has really helped bring my hair back to life is by conditioning my hair before I use shampoo and conditioner. So what shampoo and conditioner I'm using as of now, and that would be the Sexy Hair, the Healthy Sexy Hair shampoo and conditioner. It says color safe soy moisturizing shampoo with soy, cocoa, and argan oil, free of sands. I should definitely mention that you should look for shampoo and conditioners that are free of sulfate, gluten and paraben. These shampoo and conditioners are free of those ingredients, but then again, these shampoo and conditioners are more on the pricey side. But if you do go to your local drugstore or anywhere you get your shampoo and conditioners from, definitely check the labels and see what ingredients are in those products. If you see any type of paraben, sulfate, or gluten, try to stay away from those products, because those are ingredients and those are chemicals that you don't need in your hair. They dry out your hair. They're not good for your hair's longevity. Of course, the more natural a product can be, the better it is for your hair. So the less ingredients and the more natural based ingredients are best for your hair. But even before I use the shampoo and conditioner, smells so good. Before I use the shampoo conditioner, regardless of whether it's this one or any other brand, I always for the past 2 years condition my hair with coconut oil. This is the liquid form, but you could also get it in the non-liquid form. You can get these on Amazon, but I got these specifically on Groupon because they had a deal for like a 2-pack. But I seriously cannot live without this for my hair. And this just goes to show that you don't need to buy expensive products or any other product that markets itself to say, like, you know, it's a hair mask. You could just use coconut oil. Basically how I use it is before I wash my hair, what I do is put this all over my hair. I don't put it on the roots, and I wouldn't recommend at all putting it on your roots because it can be hard to take out when you wash your hair. But start from, I would say, like about here, right above the shoulder and down. So all of this is basically where I apply the coconut oil. With my fingers, I just go in section by section, and then after I apply it everywhere in my hair, what I do is I tie it up in a bun just on the top of my head, and I leave it there for the whole day. So the day that I know that I'm gonna wash my hair, I do it in the morning and I leave it throughout the day, and then I hop straight into the shower and then I wash it off. So I would say on average I would leave it in for about 6 hours, but it depends, because if I'm really in a rush and I don't have time to wait the whole day, then I'll leave it in for like an hour, sometimes half an hour, and then other times I would just leave it in the whole day. So whatever works for you. But yeah, that's my #1 hair trick that really truly has helped my hair and has brought it back to health. Now moving on to the actual washing your hair. When you do wash your hair, try to use cold water or cold to warm water. Try to stay away from hot water. And when you do shampoo your hair, just take about 60 seconds to deep massage the shampoo into your hair and just really work your scalp. After you wash your hair, when you get out the shower, the one thing that I used to do, which is really bad for your hair, is I would take a towel and I would literally rub my hair against each other to dry it out. And that is the worst thing you can do. That and combing your hair while it's wet. Those two things you definitely don't want to do, because it damages your hair follicles. You know, it causes damage, it causes breakage, it causes split ends. But instead what you can get is a towel made specific for hair. So you can get these kinds of hair towels from your drugstore. I got mine at CVS, and it looks something like this. So basically you use this to wrap your hair, and then you basically like swirl it around and put it on top of your head, and then put it through this loop to hold it. So something like this. And this one, I think it costs like less than $10. I know it costs less than $10 at the drugstore, probably like $5. And this brand is Turbie Twist. So that's what it's called, Turbie Twist. These kind of towels are microfiber, so it takes much less time to dry your hair. And then once I take it out of the towel, my hair isn't wet, but it's still damp, so I would just let it air dry. I don't even remember the last time that I blow dried my hair or used any heat to dry my hair. And so by air drying your hair, that's just one less heat tool that you're using. But if you do need to use a hair dryer in case like you're in a rush or just don't want to be in the cold with wet hair, try to blow dry your hair with a cool setting. Don't put high heat to blow dry your hair. Try to do it while it's cool so that it's less heat for your hair. And that's another thing, it's kind of obvious, but try to stay away from heat. I have been on a mission to reduce the amount of heat that I use on my hair for the past several years. Because back then, like especially for high school, I used to straighten my hair every single day. And not only that, but I used to not use heat protection spray, which, oh, what was I thinking, right? So now I don't use hot tools as much, but if I do, I would use it for first day hair, and then I would work with what I have for the second, third, or fourth day. That's the one thing that I cannot stress enough of. The heat protection spray that I use is the TRESemme Thermal Creation. It retails for about $6.50. And because I have really long and thick hair, I always use a generous amount of heat protection spray. If there's anything that you want to use a lot of, it's definitely heat protection spray, because it can never hurt to protect your hair. And then last but not least, my last recommendation, and also the most important recommendation that I would give to anyone, is if you want overall healthy hair, healthy skin, just a healthy lifestyle, it's of course to eat healthy, drink lots of water, and to take your multivitamins and supplements. I'm always trying to advocate to all my friends or whoever I'm around that it's really, really important to take your multivitamins and supplements. And I'm not saying to take like a crazy amount of supplements, and I wouldn't recommend that either. You hear a lot of people say that they take this and that, and next thing you know they take like 5-6 different supplements, but definitely check with your doctor. And I'm big on that. I don't just take anything and everything. I always ask my doctor, and what she has told me is do not take anything that you don't need. So if you're new to taking supplements, the most general one to take and that everyone should take is definitely multivitamins. The one I take is the Centrum's Women's multivitamin. This is the big bottle. It has 200 tablets in it. It's a general multivitamin specifically for women because there's more iron in it, which women need more than men. But this takes care of energy, immunity, metabolism, and health appearance. So I don't take biotin, which is specifically for hair and nails and stuff like that, because I feel like the multivitamin already covers it. But what I do to keep my nails healthy is I use vitamin E oil. You can get this anywhere in the drugstore. It's just plain old vitamin E, and what I do is I just massage this onto my nails about once a week. You can do this every day though. I just forget to do it every day. I never really had a problem with the nails, like I don't have breakage or anything like that, but if you do, I would definitely recommend the vitamin E oil every single day, once in the morning and once at night. Just massage it onto your nails. And I also use this for my eyelashes every single day. I do this morning and night. What I do is I take one of these, I don't know what it's called, a stoolie. It's basically like a mascara wand. I use this tool to just apply some vitamin E on it, and then I brush through my lashes. One coat is enough for both lashes, bottom and top. The reason why I originally started doing that was because I noticed on my right side that I have less lashes than on my left side. So ever since I started using it, I do notice a little bit more growth on my right side. It did take a while though. This isn't something that happens overnight. You do have to do it consistently, but it definitely keeps my lashes nourished. So that, you guys, concludes this video on how to grow long and healthy, luscious hair. I hope it has helped. I hope you can at least take one of my tips or tricks to implement it into your own regimen, whether it's for nails or hair or eyelashes or eating healthy. So if this video has helped in some way, or you have your own advice to share, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you do. So if you did find this video helpful and you would like to see more videos from me, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.